Hello everyone! So if you didn't know already, I now have a Rockstar verified race. As you can see here on the social club page for the race, it is the Los Santos Grand Prix in a loop. Now I also just decided to join some random races to see if I could find my own race, and just for the feeling that would give. And it turns up in the voting screen, as you can see here in the bottom left, and it actually gets voted by this random group of people. I'm not with any crew members at this point, so that's quite a surreal moment to see your own race sort of in the voting screen here, with all of the other the Rockstar jobs and things like that. And the races that you're about to see are obviously just from a random group of people. That's what I was going for. I wanted to just see whether people were playing my race and to see what it looked like as a verified race with all of the other races and jobs and things like that. So catch up is on, slipstream is on, all of the horrible stuff is on in these races, but they are entertaining nevertheless. So yeah, I'm actually verified by Rockstar, which took me as quite a surprise. Now this happened on Friday, so the Newswire post that I'll link the Newswire post down in the description, but that was put up on Friday, ironically, funnily enough, 4 minutes after my own Bruffy verified video had gone up. So the Bruffy verified 3 video showing all the best 16 player races that I've picked from you guys, that actually went up at 6 PM UK time, and the Newswire post went up at 4 minutes past 6 UK time. So it was quite a crazy little coincidence there that the my own verified series went up just before my own race turned out to be verified by Rockstar. Little bit of a crazy coincidence there. So yeah, this took me by quite a surprise. I'd had no prior knowledge that this was going to get verified. The first I knew about it was people were tweeting me about it, but I'd actually seen the Newswire post myself on its own. I was actually out for a meal and I checked on my phone on Twitter, saw that there was a new Rockstar Newswire post, a new load of verified jobs, and I just thought what I usually think, which is basically, here we go, let's see what they've verified this time. But when I actually scrolled down and my race was right at the bottom, I was pretty surprised by it. And then obviously everyone started tweeting me and telling me as well. So yeah, it was quite a big surprise. Now, it was also a surprise that it was the inner loop itself that was verified rather than anything else. If you'd actually beforehand asked me which of my races I thought had the best chance to be verified, and which I thought definitely wouldn't be verified, the drag strip would probably be number 1 for not being verified, and this would be second. The inner loop, it's tight, it's technical, it doesn't really make much sense. By the way, yeah, that was a total mess up there, missing that checkpoint, what a nightmare. But the other races I do fare a little bit better. But it doesn't really make much sense without the context of the full circuit, I would say. The inner loop only really makes sense when you know that it's the inner loop of a full circuit. Same as the outer loop, same as the upper loop. The full circuit is kind of the main event. And that would have been what I would put as number 1 for what I thought had the best chance to be verified in terms of the races that I've made. But no, they decided to go for the inner loop, which it's a surprising one. I'm certainly not going to complain. I think there's only been about 56 races or something around that number that have actually been verified in total up to this point, out of the millions and millions of races that have been made. So for me to have a verified race is just crazy, and I really do appreciate the fact that Rockstar have finally sort of recognised what I've been doing with these races. It doesn't matter that it's the inner loop rather than the main circuit. I'm quite happy to just have a verified race in the first place. Although, if they decide to put the outer loop in and then the main circuit next time, I'm quite happy for them to do that as well, But it seems like this race has been quite a while in the making, I would say, in terms of, they must have known that they were going to verify this race for quite a while, because there's a few changes that I've made to the race about maybe 1 month or 2 months ago, something like that aren't actually present in here, and it's very obvious that this is an older version of the race, if you like. And I will come on to what those changes are in the next lap, because I'll be able to show you. But in terms of what Rockstar have actually changed from what I actually put out there, it's really very little. All they've changed in terms of checkpoints and props and anything like that is that they've moved the first checkpoint. That's all they've done. All of the other checkpoints, all of the other props, everything else is in exactly the same place. which is, you know, fantastic. It lets me know that I've done a really good job creating these races because they haven't had to change anything really. And I am surprised about what, you know, the fact that they have changed the first checkpoint. I don't think there was really a need to change it. And in the position that it is now, as you see here, it is a little bit confusing off to the right over here, because it doesn't really lead, it kind of leads you into a lot of trees. The way I had the checkpoint is that it kind of makes you go over to the left, because that's where the road is, and it kind of narrows that section of the road. But, you know, they might know something that I don't, and I'll look into that in the future, see if that is actually a better place to have it. But also, one of the changes that they haven't included is that the third and fourth checkpoints are still there. Now, the change that I made quite a while ago was that I got rid of the third and fourth checkpoints and just put one checkpoint basically in the middle of them. So I didn't really need two checkpoints where I had them, so I just got rid of them and put one checkpoint there basically. So that's one way that I know that it's kind of the older version of the track, but also the fact that there isn't a long striped concrete just coming out of the tunnel. So as you can see there on the right hand side, there's a diversion sign. Now I actually got rid of that diversion sign to allow me to have enough prop space to put a long concrete stripe just as you come out of the tunnel on the right hand side. Now what this does is stops people basically going down the next section of the road. Oh, and this is why you should never check your map when you're in the lead, by the way, as I've mentioned earlier. But yeah, so you know that long striped concrete on the right hand side stops people going down the wrong side of the road going into the hairpin. Now that seems to have worked. It seems to have done a good job doing that, because it does makes people filter over to the left hand side for the right hand hairpin. But here it is, just on the right there. There's normally on the right there a bit of concrete stopping people, you know, making people go on this side of the track. That's not there, so that also lets me know that this has been quite a while in the working, maybe 2 months or something like that even. And that I guess that's the lead time on how long it takes for Rockstar to verify these races, which is pretty crazy. That's a long time, but I guess, you know, they have to make sure they're right, I guess. So yeah, you know, those changes aren't there. I have emailed Rockstar to let them know that I have made those changes since then. Whether they'll get put in or not, I don't know. But just having a race verified by Rockstar is pretty crazy, you know. Having all of these people that around the world play my race. Obviously, a lot of people play my races now, but it's you guys who watch my videos on YouTube. Chances of anybody else playing my races are pretty slim. So it's crazy to have my race basically out there. So this race, you know, the race gets voted again. You know, this is the third time it's been played in this lobby. Obviously, people were enjoying it, which is great to see. People were liking it and, you know, wanted to play it again and things like that. So that's really great to see, considering these are just a lot of random people. They probably don't even know I created the race. But yeah, you know, this time it was on a GTA race. The host set it to GTA. So I do my usual trick of trying to get away as quickly as possible, and it turns out quite well. But yeah, I think the fact that I have set it up for GTA and things like that, and had good prop placement with the GTA weapons and all that kind of stuff, sets it up well, because you never know what the hosts are going to choose. So yeah, it's really great that people, you know, playing my race, enjoying it. I think at the time of doing this, you know, it's only been up 4 days, and 150,000 people have already played the race. Or at least it's been played 150,000 times. So it's crazy that I'm getting those kind of numbers on on a race that I've created. And it seems like people are enjoying it because it's got a good rating. It's got the second most highest number of likes out of the 10 new verified races. The second highest rating. Obviously all of this after the jumping race, which you can't get away from. But yeah, it seems like Rockstar are starting to verify some more, if you like, proper races rather than just jumps all the time. I know we have another jumping race, but it seems like they are starting to verify some more proper races. And even if we get a kind of a 50-50 split of proper races to fun races, that'll suit me, you know. I can't exactly say that I've been the biggest fan of Rockstar's verification and the races that they've done, but and I'm not going to start just because I've had a verified race either. I'll still call them every name under the sun if they start verifying another 10 jumps races in the next one. But if they do start to verify some more proper races, then that's fine by me, and I'm happy with that. Hopefully mine is kind of the start, or at least the continuation of them doing that. either way, it's just a massive honour to be verified, you know, be one of those 50 odd people who actually have a verified job out of the millions who play the game and make stuff. You know, it's such a big honour that I've finally been recognised for making these races and doing the things that I do. And I do really appreciate it. So obviously, if anyone from Rockstar is actually watching this, thank you so much. And obviously thanks to you guys as well, because you guys watch my videos, you guys play my races, you guys are the ones who sometimes let Rockstar know that I've got races out there that should be verified as well. So although it wasn't the main circuit, even just having one race that's verified is just amazing in itself. And you know, it doesn't really matter so much because you guys already can play my races on 360 and PS3 because I've made them on both. But you know, it's just fantastic to have experienced this whole verification thing. So just as a little bit of a reminder, or if you are new to my channel, I'm going to put a link down below to all of my races and all of my playlists as well. So all of the Bruffy verified playlists, if you want to play those or refresh your memory about what those are like, and all of my races, basically the two links down below will just take you up to a page with everything that you need. And in my opinion, those are some of the best races that you can find, especially in terms of the Bruffy verified stuff. So if you haven't played my races before, you are new to my channel or whatever, click the links down below and certainly give them a go. Because I think if you like this race, you'll certainly like all of my other stuff as well. So because I was a little bit late with this video, the next video is going to be up on Thursday as it normally should have been had I been on time with this one. And the Q&A video I'm hopefully going to be getting up on Sunday as well. And I'm also going to be live streaming on Sunday, and I'll put up a video when I do that. And that should be around 9 o'clock UK time. So yeah, plenty of interesting stuff to come, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks all for your support as always, and I'll see you next time.